Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Harab Amataza from the Great Millstone Camp, Holland, the Netherlands, coming at you with another video. First of all, I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory and power to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and taught us His truth, among other things. Salutations to the Akim, pushing His word in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And shalom and salutations to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. So in this video I want to talk about that it's important for a man to have his own space. Because nowadays these Western type of women are, they are so-called independent women. And this system make them independent women. And so-called music stars like Beyonce, pushing that vibe amongst the females from all the women independent, all that BS, and all that R&B singers that talking about that a man should follow her, and those dog men who walking after those women, that's not the way how it's supposed to be, man. So let's, because we're supposed to have our own place, If a woman kicks you out of the house, what you gonna do, man? You gonna sleep with your brothers, or at your brother's place, like or with your cousin's house, or go back to your mother and father? Come on, man. If you're a real man, you're supposed to have your own place. And some of us don't have our own place, but in those days, back in the biblical scriptures, the scriptural days, it was normal for the man, to have his own place and to have multiple women also. But this times, Esau's messing the whole system up, man. Everything what they do, they push right for wrong and wrong for right, Up is down, down is up. So, a lot of confusion. So, try to have your own place, even if it's only a chamber, a chamber you can rent to go when the Sabbath is, or to go when the feast of the unleavened bread is, or when your woman is on the period, because the scriptures also says this. But let's go to the scriptures, and I'm gonna read a few scriptures to make it clear. So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 25, and it reads, Then Laban overtook Jacob. Now Jacob had pitched his tent in the mount, and Laban with his brethren pitched in the mount of Gilead. And Laban said to Jacob, What hast thou done, that thou hast stolen away unawareness to me, and carried away my daughters as captives taken with the sword? Wherefore didst thou flee away secretly and steal away from me, and didst not tell me, that I might have sent thee away with mirth, and with songs, with tabret, and with harp, and hast not suffered me to kiss my sons and my daughters? Thou hast now done foolishly in so doing. It is in the power of my hand to do you hurt, to do you hurt, but the power of your father, Yahweh Shai, spake unto me yesternight, saying, Take thou heed that thou speak not to Jacob, either good or bad. And now, though thou wouldest need be gone, because thou sore longest after thy father's house, yet wherefore hast thou stolen my gods? And Jacob answered and said to Laban, Because I was afraid. For I said, Peradventure thou wouldest take by force thy daughters from me. With whomsoever thou findest thy powers, let him not live before our brethren. Discern thou what is thine with me, and take it to thee. For Jacob knew not that Rachel had stolen them. And Laban went into Jacob's tent, and into Leah's tent, and into the two maidservants' tents, but he found them not. Then went he out of Leah's tent and entered into Rachel's tent. Now Rachel had taken the images and put them in the camel's furniture, and sat upon them. And Laban searched all the tent, but found them not. And she said to her father, "Let it not displease my lord, that I cannot rise up before thee, for the custom of a woman is upon me." And he searched, but found not the images. And Jacob was wroth, and chode with Laban. And Jacob answered and said to Laban, "What is my trespass? What is my sin, that thou hast so hotly pursued after me? Whereas thou hast searched all my stuff, what hast thou found of all thy household stuff? Set it here before my brethren and thy brethren, that they may judge betwixt us both. This 20 years have I been with thee. Thy ewes and she-goats have not cast their young, and the rams of thy flock have I not eaten." So you see back to the verse that he says, this is verse 33, he says, "And Laban went into Jacob's tent." So you see, Jacob got his own tent. "And into Leah's tent, she got her own tent. And into the two maidservants' tents." That was two other tents from two maidservants. "But he found them not. Then he went out of Leah's tent and entered into Rachel's tent." So she also got her own tent. So you see that Jacob, with the multiple wives, he lived separately. He had his own place. And it's important because, these times the women have a lot of power given by them, by the system. And, a woman is emotional, and they act on emotions. For we men, we must, move with wisdom, as the scripture says. And that's important for us, because don't let your emotions rule your temper, or how to say it. Don't let your emotions rule your personality. That's feminism. That's not feminism. That's feminist. So let's go to the other book. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 19. "And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her be unclean until the even. And everything that she light upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sit upon shall be unclean. And whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even. And whosoever toucheth anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even. And if it be on her bed, or on anything whereon she sitteth, when she toucheth, he shall be unclean until the even." So you see, this is talking about that menstruous woman who's on a period, the monthly problem. She be unclean. So she cannot cook, you cannot sleep next to her, you cannot sit, basically you cannot be around her in that time. And therefore, that's also a reason for a man to have his own place. And he can pull back from her, and he can stay at his own place, doing his own thing, read the scriptures, making videos, do his sports, invite brothers, to make a video, or, have his children come over, spending time with his children, talking about the scriptures, and talking about, what a man's supposed to do if you have sons, and if you have daughters, you can talk, also teach them how to be a good female in the future for her. That she might get a good husband, because these times, all these females, they want respect, but they don't give a man anything to give them respect. So how can you how can you be like that, man? That's why we should teach our daughters the good way, the way of Yahweh Shem Yashai. And yeah, have your own place. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3, and it reads, "Give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings." So this, yeah, you see, woman have very much power. If you give the power to them, most of the time they will abuse the power. And, you know, by the emotions, they will make big trouble, make drama. And if if you're living with that, I've been there a couple of times. When you living with them and they say, "Yeah, I kick you out of my house," what you gonna do? Because you can do shit then. Because if she call the cops, you know, you're wrong because it's her house and you have no right to be there. And basically, if you're not. Because yeah, also if you have children with her, of course you're gonna leave because you don't want your children to live on the street. So the first thing you're gonna do is because we are men, maybe you're gonna sleep in the car, you know, or something else. But you go away from the situation, and if you don't have a house for yourself or a room, a chamber, you know, but then you're fucked. So this is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12, and it reads, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence." And if a woman has the power over you, yeah, then you're fucked up, man. And if she is in her own house, she will give you, there's a big chance she will give you a big mouth also, man. And take your, and you know, trying to lower you down in your being a man, in your being a man, you know, disrespect you, you know, making you feeling less. But yeah, if you're a man, you have to provide also for your woman, and if you cannot provide your woman with work, that's why we have to work, you know. A real man works, or has an income, you know, a hustle or something, you know, but a legal thing, of course, for the Most High. But yeah, then you have to, then you have a happy woman. They say happy wife, happy life. But it's supposed to be the way around because the time's gonna come when Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1 is gonna pop off. You know, 7 women should take hold of one man. And you know, looking at these times, look at all those filthy men. I don't want to call them men, but those filthy creatures lurking those women, you know, and all those women wearing those second skin pants, so to say, you know, looking like they have nothing underneath there, no underwear, nothing, you know, and going to the gym, training their exercising, training their butts, and you know, squatting every day, all day, you know, and then, you know, seducing a lot of men, and men be like, "Okay, you don't want me? I wish I had a good moment with you. I would grab you like Donald Trump, you know, grabbing the grabbing the pussies." But yeah, basically, a lot of men gonna act crazy when the shit hits the fan, and your woman ain't ready for that type of time. Because I'll be making selfies, you know, with your duck face, your umbrellas, you know, your Botox lips, looking like Daisy Duck, your Botox behind, and some of y'all train. Okay, of course, you know that's the natural way. But why you have to show it to everybody? A woman should be set apart for a man, you know, that is only for him to see, for his eyes only, and you know, not for every man on the street, in the club. A woman ain't supposed to be going to the club. A good woman, let me say that, you know, because a lot of women taking men out and you know, doing stuff with them, and then you have, and then you, and then it's your turn. Ah, no, man, this is crazy, man. This world is upside down. Like we can wait till the kingdom comes. You know, we have those women never touched, never seen by any man. You know, they are gewoon like virgins. That's how it's supposed to be, and not used by somebody else. You know, it's like when you have a woman like that, it's like playing a game on somebody else's safe data. I saw this. I saw this online one time. It was kind of funny to see, you know. But yeah, what can you do, man? That's why we longing for the day that Yahweh Shai come back, because this world is out of order and it's totally upside down, man. Inside out, upside down, full with filth and with nastiness and wickedness from Esau, of course, and other nations, the Moabites, the Chinese, you know, the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, and all those Elamites, also mass rapers and mass grapers. You know, they are known for that. Those coolies, those Elamites from India, they love to get with a woman, with a group of guys. That's why you woman, you ain't safe when shit hits the fan. When 911, or so to say 112 here in Holland, Netherlands, ain't working no more. When when that's because the Klaus Schwab person said that a cyber attack is imminent. It shall come. It must come, and it's gonna be much worse, way worse than that C19 time. So better prepare yourself, woman, because if you're not going to look for a man of the Lord, yeah, no one can protect you, only for a while, you know, and you have to stay your ass in the house. How you gonna go to the grocery store when everything is the shelves are empty? You gotta need a man to provide for you and provide for your children. Even if you have children, I don't know what man is gonna take care of your children, but there's not a lot of men who can't do that, because they're not their children. So that's also a danger for their children, you know. And men only look for the lust. So yeah, but yeah, that goes off. I'm going way off what I was teaching, talking about, you know, in this video. But yeah, man, get your own place, and you can stick with your woman. You know, be there certain days in the week, take care of your sons, your daughters. But you have to you have to not rely on your woman. Yeah, be a man, have your own place. I had it for a long time. Then I lost it by circumstances, and yeah, it was not nice. But yeah, stuff happened, man. And these are the things that also can happen to you, and then you have to have a backup, because you cannot go back to your parents, man. What yeah, maybe for a week or something, but I don't want to go. You know, I love my parents also, but yeah, I want to be a man, and a man does his thing on his own. You know, a real man take care of his own. So it's important. So yeah, I hope this lesson was edifying and exhorting. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory and power to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Gakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and taught us his truth among other things. Salutations to the Achaean pushing his word and truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And Shalom, and salutations to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom.